Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Hello guys, welcome back
Between
with me,
dream and reality.
Chocho 2025 in the Lost Collector of Persona 4 Arena.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
We're going to use Elizabeth, that former resident of the Velvet Room and one who governs powers. It looks real, but it onslaught succeeds out.
Space that only those who have
it's
in
off
one
the
way or
skill.
another, entered into a
Him,
contract
your opponent
may
with
enter.
personal card that disseminate them with Maggie
You
Dola.
subconsciously heard
Maggie
the call to
Dola.
awaken, and you chose to follow the
Thanatos.
destiny. I wish you good luck.
Always our story is different. Within the endless darkness are scatters, countless bright light like a nebula. Those lights are not stars. Each one is the light of life, the gleam of man's souls. This is the world inside people's heart, a place where every human's conscience is connected and can be traced to their origin. Every memory since the dawn of man, and even those on the ladder of its evolution, slumbers here. Something of this place as a sea, and they may be correct. Depending on how deep you go, you may see this world's endless landscape and innumerable faces. Where I stand now is one of its furthest depth, a domain that had existed far before life becomes sentient or even took form. Here there is only the darkness of death and the radiance of life. I come here at times for a very important objective. Suddenly, a patch of the darkness surges and undulates. The pitch black substance swells with a tall-like consistency and quickly takes the shape of a giant arms.
My, it's rather stout compared to before.
I know this. Just as good and evil are products of man's heart, there is a negative force here in the sea of souls that tempts man to corruption and destruction. Though one person's malice may amount to little, there are billions of people in the world. It's actually common for monsters capable of destroying mankind to develop without anyone realizing. This is one of them. Though it was only an arm at first, it quickly developed into an enormous human-shaped torso. It roars with resentment, sending shock through the space where up and down are fluid. The monster raised an enormous arm that could tear down mountains toward the heavens. But it suddenly stopped. Something is blocking its movement. I am to be precise. You might think I'm nowhere on the screen. In truth, even the monster may be thinking that. But I'd like to direct your attention to the fingertips at the end of the giant's arms. Closer. Even closer than that. Keep going closer. All the way to the index finger.
There. Do you see me now?
Yes, I do.
Have I forgotten to introduce myself? My name is Elizabeth.
Fix my gaze to find the two light that seems to be the monster's eyes, but it too is away, trying to resist.
Do you wish to behold death that much?
Grab the monster index finger, and in one motion, I flip its immense body and throw it into the air. Make this wrong. The monster cries out in agony, and the area quakes again.
Oh dear. It seems it won't be easy for one of this size. I cannot damage the world of everyone's hearts, and I hesitate to make a scene in the real world either. Time for a change of scenery.
I open the elegant grimoire in my hand. A large blue magic circle forms behind the thrown monster, swallowing the gargantuan figure. I follow it in. Continual, turbulent streams of light and darkness flow past the monster and myself. Eventually, I speak
We
up.
will soon reach our destination.
Another Magic circle appears in an altogether different kind of black void than the one we came from. The monster is spat out there, and when it collides with the surface, a tremendous cloud of dust rises. I emerge from the magic circle second and rise into the air. On the horizon beyond the monster, I can see a deep blue sphere. Yes, this is the moon.
Now, I had promised to show you death. Your fate is in the cards.
Autonomous! A figure appeared behind me, bearing several
The
coffins.
god of death, Thanatos. What do you think?
The light of the star slides up its round sword and gleams bewitchingly.
Was it to your liking? Well then, farewell.
It flings the sword down at the monster's head. Against its fearsome size, the sword is barely larger than a needle. But the sword, mercilessly sharp and pierced far beyond the blade range. The monster body slides apart like wet pepper. With a final death cry, the monster slowly dissolves and evaporates as black mist. A deafening silence returns to the area. To break the quiet, a tune plays on my lips.
Velvet, oh velvet.
Create another magic circle in the air and step through it. Shouldn't remain long in this world without any real objective. This is not the world I belong in after all.
My master has a large nose.
I was once the president of the Velvet Room and served his master. The dark blue clothing I still wear is from that time. All the residents have their roles, but they are also on a journey. We help our guests grow as people, and through the help we offer, we come to understand the ultimate question. It's the fundamental question of who are we?
Thinking back on it, I spent so many days like that for such a long time. I had thought that it would be impossible to change.
But 2 years ago, I finally reached my answer. One's identity cannot be sought out, but must be forged for oneself. Something you build, little by little. People call the freedom to do so potential, and by mastering it, people develop their unique identities. That is the understanding I came to. So it seems to me, I should believe in my own potential and wander in pursuit of my desire. It wasn't a hard conclusion to come to. That is why I abandoned my assigned role and departed on my long journey. I have set an objective for myself. To defeat the monster I fought a moment ago, once and for all. I vanquished them, but that is only temporary.
It'll surely resurrect within the year again. And I'll go through today once more.
That monster was born from the twisted wishes arising from the lack of substance in people's life. It slowly stagnated and seeps out. This is life, then bring on that. Desire like that are what give it power. And that giant black arm tries to free that from its prison. It can never be left to act on its aims. But as long as people continue to wish as they do, the full feelings will congeal and it will revive endlessly. To truly defeat the monster means to change people's heart. That cannot be done no matter how much one improves their skill in battles. I do not currently know how this goal can be attained. Maybe that no one in this world knows yet. Some new and unknown miraculous power will most likely be required. That is why I wish to travel as far and wide as I can to broaden my horizon. Since I have only interacted with the guests of the room, I'm sure the scope of my knowledge is far inferior to a single human's. But there are infinite fleets for me to explore. I travel to each one and satisfy my natural curiosity. Yes, it's different.